Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. It's a 3v3. An incredible 3v3 that I played on the ladder a couple of weeks ago on a Friday night live stream. Need to recast it, so I'm gonna recast it. Top side, it is Falcon Paladin. He is playing Zerg as he usually does. We got a Protoss here. It is Toma, one of my subscribers, and then another Protoss player, Davanti, another subscriber of mine. And in the bottom right, we have Kachinkage, who's playing Toss. We've got a Terran player here, Tom Servo from Mystery Science Theater 3000. And then down here, we've got Sweet 3 Dog. So they've got all three races represented on their team. We don't have a Terran, but it is Protoss and Zerg here on Sandstorm, the C Edition, Championship Edition, I want to say. Not entirely sure what the C stands for, but I'm going to say Championship Edition. So 3-player maps usually come with a nice place to get a natural base. And I think this is my natural base, but maybe this is my natural. This is my natural base because somebody... Wait, hang on a second. What happened there? Why? Why did I take it there? I guess so the creep wouldn't interfere with this walling, but Toma doesn't know that there's a ramp over here as well. So walling here doesn't really help you from lings showing up at your base. But he is not familiar with this map, but that's A-okay here. So we've got Max over here under his Davanti name doing a ninja expand, as he loves to do in team games. If it's found, you pretty much lose, but if you don't find it, the other team doesn't find it, you pretty much win. He likes flipping that coin. So, walling off against lings from me, but again, not walled off here. Not exactly walled off here. So, I guess we have some cannons here in case some Reapers show up or some lings. Pool coming up. Expansion here on the way from Sweet 3 Dog, expanding backwards instead of forwards. And nobody taking the back bases here for Team Captain America. So yeah, incredible game. I cannot wait for you to see how this game unfolds. Yeah, click that like button if you're on mobile, and you click the like button or tap the like button as it were, then you can also hype the video. Hey, check it out. Hyping is just a way to let other viewers know about videos that have lower counts, right? Lower view counts, that's it. You can't hype a video that has 1 million views. That is pretty much the idea there. So third base coming up at 2:30. I was like, all right, this creep is not preventing you from doing stuff right now, but it will in a little bit. So I think that's why I took it there. So just walling off, not taking the outer expansions here against 2 Protoss and a Zerg, but taking the back expansions here as Team South. And have we scouted? No, we haven't scouted. Have they scouted? No, they haven't scouted either, just with Overlords. Overlord coming across the map from Falcon Paladin. And everything looks A-okay at this stage of the game. How many lings have I made? 4 of them, just in case a Reaper comes across the map, but no Reaper from the Terran player. Just 11 Marines off of what looks like a 3 racks opening. Yo, so 3 racks means pressure. We've got lings here as well. So it's going to be lings with speed. It's on the way. And Phoenix. So it's going to be Phoenix, Lings, and Marines coming across the map here. This is why I like 3v3, man. There is no such thing as a standard composition in 3v3. You can see anything. You can see Thors early with Lings and Roaches. You can see Carriers being helped by Banelings. Just everything under the sun here. So the Lings are like, oh, there we go. We've got cannons. I've got my own Lings here to help. An excellent wall there. And again, pretty much... I'm grateful they did not go over there because there's no defense at this ramp. These lings are like, all right, we've got Marines, we've got lings, we've got Phoenix across the map. We have Phoenix coming across the map. Killing a cannon for some reason. Uh-oh. Tom Servo's pinging this entrance. Again, no defense there. It's like, check that. Check that with a speedling, please. And guess what we're checking? Saying, hey, no expansion there. And this is wide open. You can't quite see it yet. Check it out. You can't quite see. And Sweet 3 Dog says, check there as well. Phoenix flying around at the speed of sound, trying to get There you go. Trying to get kills here. Picking up stalkers. That's not something you see every single day. But into the ninja base here. And what are we doing? I guess everybody's trying to kill this pylon, so it does depower this cannon, but these 3 cannons are still powered by this pylon here, but the Marines can take them down, and take them down they will. This base is busted. These Phoenix are just lifting every single stalker that poor Toma has. No, Toma! Make a cannon, Toma. Make a cannon. Do we have a fort? Of course we have a fort. Just warp in a cannon here. Look at this. Just making stalkers to counter the Phoenix. Yes, I know, but dude, just make 1 cannon. Phoenix cannot lift cannons, so expanding outwards here at Sweet 3 Dog to a 3rd base and a 4th base is done as well. Still 2 bases for Kachinkage, and we've got Tom Servo expanding to a low ground 2nd base. While these Phoenix just keep Toma busy, man. It's like, we can lift and kill every single one of those probes, dude. All right, we got 2 spores. We've got a queen here at this base. We've got 2 spores here as well. We've got 2 spores and even a 3rd spore here at the count of how many Phoenix that are being produced right now from Kachinkage. Again, just lift, kill, lift, kill, lift, kill, lift, kill. How many stalkers have died? 15 stalkers have died for Toma. Finally, a cannon is here, but cannon inside the mineral line is... that's an option there, right? That's an option to keep you safe. And here's a Marine Ling coming up here. I've got Banelings. Do I have speed? Not quite yet. They are checking for expansions for me. 4th base here, no. Okay, no 4th base here either. Very, very good. No 4th base here as well. And, we got speed finished for these Banelings. And I'm like, uh-oh. Lings and Banes here. The answer is gonna be Banes, especially with the Marines. Oh, that creep tumor is not down. Oh, look at this. Me sending 1 Ling out to detonate on a single, there you go, on a single Baneling. Excellent trade there by me. And again, bam, another Baneling down for 1 Zergling. So if we can get rid of all of these Banelings, I kind of feel like my Ling Bane will defeat just Ling and Marine. Look how many Marines there are, dude. What are the upgrades on these Marines? The answer is Combat Shield. Stim's on the way. +1 attack finishing up here too. And +1 attack is done. So it's a +1 Combat Shield, no Stim. Look at these Phoenix just doing everything. What is the answer here from Max? He's got triple Stargate. I guess he's got his own Phoenix here to counter the Phoenix. And I don't know what we're waiting for here from Team Orange and Yellow. What are we doing? Phoenix. Trying to kill Overlords, successfully killing Overlords, but look at the spore count here. Phoenix want nothing to do with that. Ugh. Lifting a Baneling and killing it. Always very fun. They explode with such a green color there. Such a nice, vibrant color. And here we go. We got Lings. Do we have Marines here? Yes. Coming up. We got Marines and whoa! Die. We have Lings inside the natural base, but Banelings clearing them out. And that's how we deal with Marines, especially when they're on creep. Lings and Banelings get a speed bonus when they're on creep, and Marines do not. So that's what we do. That is what we do here. Woo! 93 armored supply for me. I am in 1st place, except for Sweet 3 Dog, who's at 111. And again, 4th base done, 5th base on the way from Sweet 3 Dog. But that's basically because Toma here is just struggling. He's got 7 stalkers at 9 minutes, 48 total supply. Tom Servo is pretty much the other team's Toma, right? Not even upgrading this command center to anything, not to an orbital, not to a planetary, just an unupgraded command center. He didn't get Stim for that attack. He does have Stim now, but it's too late. Too late to save those Marines. We've got Overseers from Sweet 3 Dog being like, What do we see? So got a macro hatch here at the 3rd. I'm afraid to expand at this point, but the Zerg player on the other team is expanding without any worries in the world at all. So, Mass Phoenix here from a Max. We've got a fleet beacon, and now we're working on even more Phoenix. Quelle surprise. That's what I like to see out here. We've got 16 drones on the way from Sweet 3 Dog, 135 supply. He's going to be saturated on 5 bases at 10 minutes. This is going to hurt. More Phoenix on the way from Kachinka. Adrenal's on the way from Falcon at 10 minutes. He's got a hive. He's working on an Ultralisk Cavern, because of course he is. Working on 3-3-2 at 10 minutes. I'm pretty proud about that. Even being pressured, right? 4th base. Okay, 4th base at 10.5 minutes. Protect it with Lings. They've got 2-2. Adrenal's finishing up here. We've got Banelings as well. That should be enough unless, you know, a lot of Phoenix show up. But look at the number of Lurkers from Sweet 3 Dog. Oh no, it's my mortal enemy, folks. It is Lurkers. Lurkers in ZVZ is my mortal nemesis. I know you can handle them with Mutalisks. I know the answer to Lurkers is abducting them with Vipers, maybe. But I just don't want to deal with them. I hate dealing with Lurkers. So we're going to see a game right now where every single time there are Lurkers, I just run away and try to counterattack somebody else. That's it. That is the plan for these Lurkers. Phoenix can lift up Lurkers. Carriers can kill Lurkers. Tempests are good at killing Lurkers as well. So Protoss, again, has a lot of answers to Lurkers here, especially with the Sky Toss, and especially if there's no anti-air to counter the Sky Toss. Trying to expand out here is Toma, but no, we tried to expand here once, Team North. Not at all. I'm gonna upgrade. The Lings have speed, and that's it. These are 0-0 Lings. Stalker's doing well against them, but look at the Lurkers coming in. We are lifting Lings at this stage. Interesting choice. We can't see the Lurkers, I guess, so that's not why we're lifting those. And we can. There's an Observer now. Lifting and killing Lurkers. What? Insane plays. Again, Lurkers are not light. They don't take bonus damage from Phoenix, but they will die anyway because there's damage in that attack. So we got Lings. We've got Adrenal on them. We have 2-2. We have 3-3 on their way. We have Ultralisks. We have Kindness Plating for the Ultra. We have Anabolic Synthesis on the way here too. How many upgrades on these Marines? We got +1 attack, +1 armor, combat shield, and stim. That's it. No medevacs to help at all. Ow! Finally a Planetary with a natural base. Okay, so there it is. Planetary going to die anyway because there are too many Cracklings here and too many Ultralisks, Lurkers, and Hydras. Again, that's that anti-air I was talking about. Phoenix from Kachika saying, we can't help against Ultras. We can't lift them. Sorry about that. I'm like, all right, let's take down this base. Ultras just getting just all sorts of drawn into Lurkers here. Look how fast they kill Ultralisks, even with full upgrades. It's insane. But no, we got a Nexus down. We've got me saying, hey, it's a hard wall here. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Good micro, but Lurker spines are so good. Look at this micro from Sweet 3 Dog. Just ring around the rosy here on these Lurkers. Chase these Hydralisks. You'll never kill them because of the Lurker support. Another expand here from Sweet 3 Dog. 6 bases against almost 4 bases from Falcon. We've got a base down here from Kachika. Only cannons there. I think Lings and Ultras would be a good choice. We've got Stalkers from Toma. We have Immortals here too. Immortals a good answer to Lurkers as well. Down the left side saying, hey, 6th base, Greed. Ultra Greed must punish. And I do, but he doesn't need that 6th base, so no big deal there. No skin off of a Sweet 3 Dog's nose. But nothing defending this base either. Okay, I guess. Look at this. Look at this undefended 3-base cluster here. Hydras are like, oh, get back home. Hydras lurking, getting back home. But nope, base down and another base going to die. Maybe. No, we can save it with this Hydra Lurker army. Absolutely want this. I'm like, nope. Okay, very good. I am faster than Lurkers. That's the only saving grace that I have. Let's take down another base if we can. Just right-clicking on the hatch. Cracklings, Ultras, bang, base down from 6 bases, from 7 bases from Sweet 3 Dog, down to 4. Almost. And then right-clicking on this hatch. Can we save it? We can save it this time. And then Ultra trying to take down another command center, but no. Marines and Marauders up the right side. Void Rays killing my 4th base. Oh, no. Now we have Void Rays from Kachika. A very good answer to Ultralisks. So I'm on 3 bases. That's very, very sad. Also, Sweet 3 Dog is on 3 bases. Also very sad. Saturating this base would be good. I guess he has a 4th base. Void Ray is forcing a cancel on Max's expansion here. No, not a cancel, just a kill. We've got carriers from Max, but look at this. Kachinkic's Phoenix standing up to them. No problemo. Dude. Upgrades here for the Phoenix. The answer is +1/+1. Upgrades for Max is going to be +1/+1, so no upgrade advantage there. We've got carriers. Again, a good answer. 2 lurkers. Cannon exploding. Very excellent. But can't take down that base. We've got, got Immortals just walking into Void Ray, Carrier, Phoenix land. And the Immortals are going to get cleaned up here very, very nicely. We do have carriers, but check it out. Phoenix Void Ray Marine is kind of insane against Carrier. Get out of there, carriers. Run! But running will not help you because Void Rays are fast. Marines are fast. To help save some of them, maybe. Look at these Immortals just rallying into death. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like trying to get a 4th base again. The Lurkers being chased away by carriers at the front of our base. Re-expanding down the left side is Sweet 3 Dog, and the carriers are dying. Son, they are just absolutely nothing. Max at 116 supply. Sweet 3 Dog's at 171. Tom Servo's only at 71 himself. I'm like, okay, I can handle this ground army. The Void Rays are a problem, but let's ignore them for now. Can they take down my hatch? No, they cannot. Not against fully upgraded Ultras and Lings when Sir has 1-1. He's got 1-1. He's not working on further upgrades. So like I said, Tom Servo is basically the Toma. So that's what's balancing these teams right now. That's why this is as close as it is. Sending more Lings and Ultras into a base. There are some carriers. There are some Tempests. There are some Void Rays here. I am just throwing Ultralisks away like they don't even matter. I'm going to get the Nexus because there's just too much Zerg here. So I do kill that base from Kachinkic. He's trying to take a... No, he's not. He's just basically mining from here, which isn't a lot. Doesn't have a ton of money. 400 minerals and 700 gas. Mining out back here. Mined out here. Mining out here. Lost that base earlier. Max trying to take another base that way. And Toma trying to take a base up this top side too. Well, I'm on Duff 4 bases. 111 supply. Making more drones. I've got 57 drones. And here I am again. Ling Ultra can crush everything that's on the ground except for the Lurkers. Not very good against the carriers either, but carriers don't kill Ultras very fast. And I'm going to take down this Nexus for the 2nd time today. Just very displeased about that. I imagine is Kachinkic here. And then the Lurkers and Hydras come in and crush everything because Lurker Hydra is kind of the answer to everything in ZVZ in the world. A lot of fun. Kachinkic is up here wiping out yet another base from a Max. Can't be happy out of that one. I'm trying to kill this base, but there are 2 Lurkers here. And they're going to save the base because the man has 2/2 upgrades on his Hydras and Lurkers. He's working on 3/3, getting Adaptive Talons too. Ah, the Sky Toss is here. I can't do anything about the Sky Toss. No! Not my 4th base again. Blah, super dead. Kachinkic is getting mad at me for killing his bases. So he's killing my bases, and that is a reasonable play. My Lings are like, well, where do I go? I send them out. I send 3/3 Cracklings out. I can make an Ultralisk. I don't have a lot of minerals right now, and I say, oh, trying to retake the 6th base? No. Haha. I killed your 6th. He has 5,000 minerals and 4,000 gas. You know why Sweet 3 Dog has so much money? Because he's not losing his army and having to replace it constantly. Look at them save that hatch against 3/3 Cracklings. That's crazy. Meanwhile, Max has got a Phoenix army with carriers. He's sniping down interceptors pretty effectively. And chasing away. So, you know, releasing the 4th base. Max doesn't have a ton of cash either here. He's on 3 bases. Nobody's taken this back base yet, which I think is interesting. I don't think we communicated that. It's been too chaotic. Look at this. Just winning. Max, does he have upgrades? He's got 2 attack versus the 1 attack. That's why he's winning this battle. Also, he's got a lot of stuff. The Lurkers force... I'm trying to expand up here. No. The Lurkers force to cancel on that one or just straight up kill it. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. This one, Ultralisk, is... Dun, 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 dun. I have full upgrade. Dun, 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 dun. Does that base exist? No. Good for us. Wonderful. Team South is kind of stuck. Kind of stuck on their own base here. The Hydras, the Lurkers are like, well, I can't do anything about carriers. This Ultralisk is like, no, run. You can't slow me, Marauders. I am a Marauder. You can't slow Marauders. 4th base coming up again. This base getting replanted again. Yeah, Carrier Phoenix against Carrier alone is kind of incredible as Max at 139 supply continues to just crush into the main base of Kachinkage. We've got Sweet 3 Dog with the biggest army in the game, but it's a Hydra Lurker, no Viper army, right? Some Corruptors would be pretty good, I think, from him to deal with these carriers, but he's just not worried about it. He's going Hydra Lurker. He's worried about the Zerg more than anything else. Look at these. Woo, 25 kills and 44 kills on these Lurkers is insane. I've killed this base so many times, it feels like Groundhog Day. I get it. Guess who's coming up this way to snipe another attempt by Toma to take a base on the right side? That's right, Dog is. Dog is here to kill it, and I'm like, hey, do you? No, don't have, okay, no defense on that base either. Fine. Do you have any defense on this base? Nope. Once again, this is my entire plan, is to just run around and be where the Lurkers are not. A drop in Max's base, though, is crushing everything. Going after his Stargates, going after his fleet beacons. The carriers of Max have just constantly ravaged what Kachinkage has. He's trying to rebuild his third, but coming into Sweet 3 Dog, he's taking base, he's taking attacks here. He's taking attacks in the main. Okay, so where's he at with the worker count now? Still got 55 drones at that one base. This is getting crazy. My third base is getting wrecked. My fourth base died, because of course it did. Sweet 3 Dog down to one base here, doing some long distance mining, doesn't have any tech to speak of. Of course, who am I to talk when this is my natural base? Nobody ever took this. I should have taken that a long time ago. Carriers from Kachinkage are trying to get something done, but he's got 300 minerals, and he's not actively mining, and he might actively mine if this base comes up. My base is absolutely out of it. Yeah. This is 3-3 Hydra Lurker. It's what it can do. I'm just in here killing all the Terran stuff, so because again, we're in a base race mode right now, folks. Yeah, should have communicated better and maybe actually taken this base a long time ago instead of trying to get a fourth on the outside where it was more vulnerable to death. Planetary Fortress eventually going to die to this one carrier. That's great. Yeah, Kachinkage doesn't have the money to replace interceptors anyway, but does manage to take down an entire Nexus, which is awesome. And yeah, big army from both Sweet 3 Dog, and it's a pretty decent one from Tom Servo here too. He ended up getting +2 attack and +1 armor, which is great. But if we look at the colors real quick, I mean, what is left? There's this chunk of red here. Ooh, there's this base over here that Max is taking, and then there's this blue up here from Kachinkage, and this blue down here from Sweet 3 Dog. So they are doing a good job. Taking bases, still having income. And I'm like, oh, did your Hydra Lurker go somewhere else to kill me? All right, I'll just kill you then. Block. And Sweet 3 Dog supply blocked immensely here. All these drones going down. It was, what, 50 drones? It's down to 9 now. It's single digits. I've got Overseers. I'm like, well, if there are a small number of Lurkers, I guess I could fight them with my Ultras on some level, but also maybe I don't want to do that either. Does this base exist? No. Great. Checking to make sure I haven't rebuilt up this way or this way. There is an extractor for me. I'm being revealed right now. These extractors going down too. So Sweet 3 Dog, I don't know what buildings he has remaining. Is he just done? Yeah. I don't have any buildings. Toma doesn't have any buildings. Sweet 3 Dog doesn't have any buildings. And Tom Servo doesn't have any buildings. It's only Kachinkage, who is building 7 Stargates at a time, who has a ton of money all of a sudden. And Max, who has any buildings remaining because of these corners. And I run in and say, hold on, I can kill this. It's just Phoenix, right? Oh man, this worker count for Kachinkage is in so much trouble. Or my Ultralist, here he is. My Ultralist is trying to get in there, but he was prevented from getting in there by buildings and SimCity. And then Max shows up as, hey, what's up, folks? I'll bring my entire carrier group army to wipe this thing out. Kachinkage is in a lot of trouble. Looks like Tom Servo wants to come up here and wipe this. It's only cannons with +2 attack, stimmed Marines with combat shield and Marauders, especially with medevac support. They should be able to crush that, and the Marauders are good after the Ultras too. So that's it, man. They are out of it. Their buildings are currently nothing. They have a command center up here that they're defending. Toma's like, I sent you all my money. Then all the money to Max. That's very cool. And they do come up and try to wipe this thing out. Cannons. Oh, the Lurkers on the backside, and the Hydra's causing major problems there too. But the anti-air capabilities of this army is nothing. It's like 3 Marines. The 2 carriers of Kachinkage are still trying to make something happen. I think he got sent money by Sweet 3 Dog, quite possibly. Oh, then I show up and I find this command center, and I crush the ground army of Tom Servo. What does he have left? He's at 12 Marauders and 4 Marines. He was trying to keep this base alive. He's juking. I'm trying to find him, but he jukes back this way. Totally fools me. And army values are so much bigger right now for the enemy. What is it? 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, and we've got 175, 100, and then 6,000. So the good news is that Max at least has a lot of stuff. And yeah, Kachinkage finally loses everything. He's at 0-0. No more forces remaining. Marauders are no good against carriers either. The only hope that they have is killing our final buildings, which is a command center. There's a command center coming up down here. There's a command center back here as well. So Max expanding to weird places while we hunt down their final CC. Here's the CC. It's running. We don't have vision on it. It's being chased. The carriers caught a whiff of it over here somewhere. Can they see it? And they catch a glimpse of it. Does he recognize that's it? And he does find it. Meanwhile, this Nexus dies. The command or the Forge dies, but this base lives and we win. As a result, what a crazy base race. At the end of the day, nobody actually has a structure. The only thing that's coming in is this Nexus and this pylon from Max. Every other building on the map is completely dead. That is it. This is a 46 kill ultra. Pretty happy about that. Woo! This Hydro Lurker army was insanely effective for Sweet 3 Dog. 15 kills, 15 kills, 9 kills, 25 kills, 9 kills, 9 kills, 14 kills. Even these Hydras are getting some work done here too. 7 kills, 10 kills. Only 2 on that one for some reason. But yeah, it was this carrier group here of Max's. He ended up getting an upgrade of +2 and +1 and +1. And that was it. That's all he needed here. The 27 kill carrier, 23 kill carrier, 23 kill carrier, 25 kill carrier. The Phoenix were here just to provide a little bit of support too, lifting things, killing things that can fly. And what a match. I mean, we're talking about a really, really great match. Holy cow. That was an absolutely great, like ridiculously great showing there from our guy. We're just looking at a wonderful 3v3 for your Patreon cast of the week. Did I mention this is a Patreon cast? I'm not sure that I did. Check me out at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin, folks. But that's it. This it's not even a building. When's the last time I saw a game where there were no buildings left? The only thing that existed was a warping in Nexus and his pylon friend. Yeah, needed more Overlord vision, I think, but when you have 2 Overlords, it's kind of hard to make it happen. Again, my 1 Ultralisk, my 1 Torask here with 46 kills, getting the work done there too, so. Awesome. Really, really awesome stuff. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day there, what everybody lose, 56 drones for me, 74 probes for Toma? Yeah, that's for Toma. 79 for Max, 85 for Kachinkage, 102 for Sweet 3 Dog, and only 41 from Tom Servo. Not the best macro, but that's okay. Sweet 3 Dog was trying to get like 7 bases of Hydro Lurker out and pretty much got there, but just didn't have exactly what he needed against carriers. So that's the nature of the 3v3, is you make something to deal with something the enemy's doing, but then another teammate is doing something else, and then you're a sad panda. Resources lost. Who lost the most today? 43,000 lost for Kachinkage, 36,000 lost for Sweet 3 Dog, and 37,000 lost for me. 17 Ultralisks died and 500 Lings. At least they had upgrades. That's what I always say. All right. That is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void in a 3v3 and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.